Good day to everyone. My name is Brian. Today, I would like to explain about the role of UNHCR. Have you heard the name of UNHCR before? And do you know what is the role of UNHCR? Well, UNHCR is an intergovernmental organization. The full name of UNHCR called United Nations High Commissioners for Refugees, and it founded on 14 December 1950s. There's many roles of UNHCR, but today I would like to explain three major roles. Firstly, protect refugees. Second, support of the return and reintegration of displaced population. And lastly, assist in their voluntary resettlement. How to define the refugees? Well, based on the 1951 Convention, the definition of a refugee is any individual who, owing to well-founded fear of being persecuted, or for reason of races, religion, nationality, membership of a particular social group, or political opinion, is outside the country of his nationality. They have been forced to flee and cannot return to their home country. In the last 6 decades, UNHCR helped over 50 million people. But this number we shouldn't feel proud, because the number of the refugees means they are fleeing armed conflict or other persecution. Firstly, UNHCR role in protecting the refugees. There are many ways to protect the refugees. Able access the asylum procedures that are fair and efficient. Measures to ensure that their basic human rights are protected or live in safe asylum. Therefore, UNHCR works closely with government and non-governmental organizations to defend the rights of refugees. UNHCR also concerns stateless persons, asylum seekers, internal displaced people, and other people who seek for help. Stateless person is an individual who is not considered as a nationality by any state. Without nationality, the person is unable to exercise a wide range of rights. Asylum seeker is who say he or she is a refugee, but claim has not yet been definitely assessed. UNHCR amend that national asylum system, decide which claimant qualifies for international protection, though judges not to be refugees nor in need of any other form of international protection can be sent back to their home countries. Internal displaced people, IDP, is not crossed in any international border but remain within their own country. They have fled for similar reasons like civil war or persecution, but they are legally remain under the protection of the same government and retain their human rights. Secondly, UNHCR roles in support of the return and reintegration of displaced population. Refugees unable to return to their home countries may have self-sufficiency in the country of asylum. To promote reintegration of refugees, UNHCR works closely with the local authorities and the private sector and support the provision of vocational training. The action of UNHCR's respect to repatriation are undertaken simultaneously, hosting states, helping refugees prepare for the journey home, and in the country of origin, helping the states to welcome home their citizens and ensure their sustainable reintegration. As a part of its role of facilitation of returns, UNHCR will engage in core protection-related activities that support the restoration of national protection and the returnee monitoring. UNHCR staff also monitor the well-being of returnees, the precarious situation. And then lastly, UNHCR role in involving in voluntary resettlement activities. Resettlement activities is a transfer refugees process from asylum country to the third country that granted their permission to stay based on long-term residence. UNHCR actively involved in resettlement activities. The resettlement actions are a duration solution in the third country. It involves a huge number of the different locations. Besides, UNHCR ensures the efficient and effective integration of those refugees arriving under resettlement arrangement. So in the conclusion, UNHCR taking the huge responsibility in the human rights. And Malaysia should feel proud because Malaysia also taken the responsibility to take care of the refugees. In the middle of 1970s, Malaysia received the refugees from Vietnam, and now most of the Vietnam refugees repatriate to their home country. But in the contemporary example, the Rohingya are stateless Muslim minority in Myanmar. When the violence broke out in Myanmar Rakhine State, more than 700,000 Rohingya ran away from Myanmar to Bangladesh and also Malaysia. By the end of 2018, UNHCR estimated 70.8 million individuals were forcibly displaced worldwide because of persecution, conflict, violence, or human rights violation. 25.9 refugees, 41.3 internally displaced people, and 3.5 million asylum seekers. Moreover, certain regions are of world experience more conflict than others. Issue of refugees from neighboring countries can increase the risk of intrastate. So, are you wondering how the UNHCR operates? They have several ways to funding. UNHCR receives a limit subsidy just over 2% from the United States regular budget, almost entirely voluntary and almost entirely by voluntary contribution, principally from government, but also from intergovernmental organizations, corporation, and individuals. Besides, it also accepts in kind of contribution, including relief items such as tents, medicine, and air transportation. So lastly, I will quote German theologian Martin Niemöller. First they came for the socialists, and I did not speak up because I was not a socialist. They came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak up because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak up because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me. Then there were no one left to speak for me. Thank you, everyone.